was an unplanned live video, but I didn't get dressed up for nothing to come out here. So we're just gonna chat a little bit and see where it goes. Alright, finally got somebody on here. Who's on here with me tonight so far? What's up, Eddie? How you doing, brother? Yeah, that is good news that you brought up earlier today. Sorry I didn't reach back out to you. I had a terrible headache earlier. Still kind of have a little bit of a headache, but what's up, Twiggy Bones? Hope all's well, brother. Yeah, we're gonna try to wait a little bit to get this going. Don't have any topic in mind. Pizza and what does that mean, Eddie? Getting a few more people on here. Cool. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Appreciate all the support I get from all of you. So where's everyone else from? I see there's a few more people on here. Let's just have some good conversation tonight. Some intellectual conversation about whatever. Like I said, I don't have any topic in mind. I was supposed to go live with another prepper channel. Got all geared up and came out here, and apparently it's not going to happen, so I figured I'd just come on here and talk to all of you. So what's everybody up to tonight? Anyways, Friday night. I'm not gonna call out nobody, man. That's not what I do. It could be a simple mistake. I don't know enough about this guy. I'm not gonna dog on him. So, I mean, he had a couple people live with him, so maybe just wasn't my time, I guess. So it is what it is. No big deal. I mean, I was just trying to reach a different audience. Is all, but. He was a smaller channel, so like me, I was just gonna try to help him build, and maybe he could help me build, because that's all we got is each other, people. Got you, Twiggy Bones. Honestly, man, I'll have to go back and look. I just stumbled upon him a little while ago, like maybe an hour or so ago. And I was listening a little bit, and he asked simply if anybody wanted to come on live with him, and it took me a while to get around and get ready, and I guess maybe by the time I was ready, he already had somebody else on. So like I said, it's not that big a deal. I would have liked to went on his live show with him, but here we are. I'm gonna try to read a few more of these comments tonight. Yeah, I had a nice day today. It wasn't a bad day. Got some things accomplished. Just had a really bad headache there for a while. I I can't read Japanese or Chinese or whatever that is, but welcome. Everybody's welcome on here. Everybody's welcome to speak freely. I won't censor you unless you're spam or an AI robot. Man, AI, artificial intelligence, that's a scary thing in my opinion. Taking over. So I see there's a few more of you on here. Where's everybody from? How's everyone doing? What should we talk about? Somebody give me a topic to talk about. Uh, since I quit watching all these other YouTube channels, I guess I don't get the whole scoop anymore. So uh, guess I better start doing my own digging again. I agree. I agree. Well, did everybody see all the troops that finally arrived in El Paso, Texas? Um, ICE is, I guess, doing its job to the best of its ability. But let's talk about, okay, I have a topic to talk about, people, I guess. Um, let's talk about your own personal safety concerning what is happening with these illegals in our country. Let's talk about what are they gonna come to the country to avoid law enforcement, to avoid capture? I think that's a strong possibility, highly likely, if you want my true opinion. Think about it, people. If you're in a large city and you're an illegal and you know ICE is gunning for you, wouldn't you flee? Wouldn't you try to evade them? Wouldn't you try to go into hiding? What better place to do that than in the country where you might be able to hide? Now, who's to say that these violent gang members aren't going to come to just some person's house out in the middle of nowhere, like myself, and take it over? Who's to say that's not a possibility? I think it's a strong possibility that people who live in the country are probably going to start seeing an influx of these illegals trying to evade ICE, trying to evade capture, trying to evade deportation. I mean, we're only a few days into this, so they're going to get creative. They're going to figure it out. That's to me, that's a scary thought. Anybody else that lives in the country, where you're kind of secluded and no neighbors, I hope you have a plan. I hope you're prepared. I hope you're able to defend yourself. I live by three rules: detection, deterrence, delay, and defense. Apply those to your mindset, and you should be good. Detour them by putting up fences, putting up signs saying beware of dog. There's a lot of things you can do to deter people from knowing that you're not a soft target and you're not going to be easily taken advantage of, or possibly even worse things happening. Detection, uh, motion lights, security cameras, uh, alarm systems, tripwires. There's a lot of things you can do for detection. Get to know the layout of your property. Be able to pick things out that shouldn't be there. Um, for security, also around your house, plant big bushes in front of all your windows to make it harder for your windows to be accessed. I mean, if you really want to get, down right into it, 3/4 inch plywood, have it pre-cut so you can attach it to the inside of your window, wrapped in chain link fence so it can't be hacked through as easily. There's a lot of things you can do to secure your home if you're creative. But, and then you have delay. Okay, that's putting larger locks on your doors, heavier set doors, bigger screws in all your hinges, floor plates with a deadbolt, bars over your windows. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to delay people too from entering your home. Be creative. Now, defense, we all know what that is. That is your rifle. I mean, you could also have, if I was going to have dogs, I'd have German Shepherds or Dobermans. I had a German Shepherd, and that dog was very intimidating. Okay, these comments, all right. Roadblock is not what you meant to say. Copy that. But yeah, people, just think about this. So honestly, just run this through your mind. If you was being hunted down, if you was being rounded up and deportated, if you was here illegally, wouldn't you try to go somewhere where they're not actually looking for you? I mean, I know right now it's cold in Michigan and it would be hard for somebody to live outside um, without some kind of shelter. I mean, even a tent's not going to do you a whole lot of good unless you got a heat source of some type. But come summertime and when it's warmer, people can hide in the woods very easily. Very easily. I've been saying this for years. When the shit hits the fan, people, in these major cities, it's gonna come to the country. It's gonna make its way to people like me, who live in the middle of nowhere, who live in a small town. Um, and I'm afraid small towns are not gonna be able to handle a bum rush of chaotic people. I mean, seriously, think about that. When the larger cities erupt, that chaos is going to trickle somewhere. I mean, it's only common sense. I mean, that's critical thinking. I mean, if I'm wrong, please somebody let me know I'm wrong. But or if I'm right, let me know I'm right. Yeah, you must have. I have survival skills, And most people, some people do. I hope everybody is learning them. That's why I started doing more how to do it yourself type videos on my channel instead of always just about the 2A, showing you how to make fire starting gel, how to start fire with cotton ball and wax, how to make a rocket stove, how to make an alcohol stove. I mean, these are all skills that you should learn and have. I mean, if you don't take your safety seriously, then you're failing yourself. And that's cold hard facts. At least I'm not getting spammed tonight by a bunch of stupid comments. That's nice. But I really would like to know some of you, all of your guys' opinions on things. Some of your concerns. What worries you? I mean, I can't be the only one that is worried and seeing what is taking place. I can't be the only one. I would like to think that all my subscribers and people who watch my video are smart, who are educated, who are aware and want to improve upon them skills. So true. I'm protecting my family with my life. Absolutely, you have to. Being able to protect yourself is not a, a gift from the government. It's your right from birth. I mean, a right given is a right taken away. I mean, anything given to you can be taken away. That's why it wasn't given to us. It's ours naturally. A lot of people fail to understand that. But so seriously, none of you guys have any concerns on what is taking place? I mean, our southern border is just starting to ramp up. It's there's going to be more troops needed at the southern border, most definitely. Yeah, Reaper, it is all nuts. It absolutely is all nuts. Um, Everything is smoke and mirrors and a dog and pony show, and we get bits and pieces of the truth and what the real agenda is. How many of you know anything about smart cities or 15-minute cities? Agenda 2030. These are some things you should look into, um, considering this $500 billion Stargate project that is getting ready to take place in Texas with AI, self-learning AI. That's some crazy shit too. Try not to stress myself out too much. Definitely staying focused. I hear you, but sometimes you got to just push a little harder. I mean, don't stress yourself out to the point where you burn yourself out, but stress yourself out enough where you're concerned to make changes and the right changes. So, like I said before, I think all people have the ability inside them to do great things. Um, just some people don't want to act on it or don't have enough belief in themselves because they've listened to other people' opinion about them. Don't ever listen to anybody's opinion about you. Only worry about how you feel about yourself. Oh yeah, Eddie, absolutely. The concerns about the weaponization of law enforcement. Oh yeah, absolutely. Why were they arming up the IRS and all these other alphabet soups? I mean, yeah, I believe we live under a police state right now. Everything we do is monitored. Everything we say can be used against us. Um, Pretty much anymore, you got to prove yourself innocent before you're found guilty, or you're guilty before you're even found in. I mean, the whole everything is just corrupt from the top down. I mean, we have judges, oath breakers, defying Trump's orders in these sanctuary cities. Like, like, I don't know how any of that stuff works. It's one thing goes one way, one thing goes the other way. While we're all being pulled in 20 different directions and we can never focus on one topic. That's why the way things are. That is exactly why the way things are. Okay, I made a little short video last night about Trump releasing the JFK and MLK files. Um, why now? I mean, couldn't he have waited a little bit till some of this other shit got figured out? I mean, I don't even know what's in those files. Do any of you? Have any of you read what's in those files? Everything happens for a reason. When they put something out there for us to see or read, there's a reason behind it. And don't doubt that for a second. See, that's a bad attitude to have there, Ward. When the fight comes to your doorstep, it's me or them. The fight is already at your doorsteps. You don't want the fight to be at your doorsteps. Meet that shit head on somewhere else or prevent it from even happening. See that? That's what I hear all the time from these. Oh. When the fight is at your doorstep, it is too late. I don't know how else to say it. You don't want the fight to be at your house. Your house should be your safety, your sanctuary, not a battleground, not a war zone. So you definitely do not want it at your doorstep. And that's what I hear everybody say, oh, it's not my concern until it's at my doorstep. Does that even make any sense? Because it doesn't make sense to me, not one bit. But I mean, what do I know? What area of the U.S. would I consider the best for survival? Oh, that's a tough one. Um, Tennessee, somewhere where there's mountains and warmer weather, where you do have a little change of season. That would be my guess. But I mean, if you're adaptable to the cold, I prefer the colder climates over the hot climates. That's just me, though. You better just be prepared to survive in any conditioning, any weather condition, any what a no power. Learn to survive without power. I mean, when's the last time anybody survived without power or done anything without electricity? I can tell you a couple years ago, I lost power for 9 days, 9 whole days, and it was not fun. It was cold like it is right now, about 10, 11 degrees outside. I was prepared and I survived it. I grew stronger from it. Wyoming or Montana? Yeah, why not? It gets a little colder up in Montana. But yeah, you're gonna want to be somewhere where there's big game people, uh, because that's gonna be your food source and fresh water. That's why I like Michigan. There's fresh water all over here. Thanks, Reaper. I appreciate it, man. That's all I try to stick to is facts. Sometimes I state my opinion. Just that's the kind of person I am. But truth, honesty, and facts is my main goal. That's what I do focus on, and that is uh, what I do. I stick to my guns basically, to my beliefs. Since all these comments are a little slower, I'll read through them a little bit more tonight. I'm still trying to figure out how to save these live comments. My buddy 2A is supposed to help me figure it out. Like I don't have a computer, a laptop. I do all this off just a Android phone. Bet you can't get a comment through. I'm not blocking anything. The HR 645 Eddie, is that constitutional carry? Nationwide constitutional carry, is that what you're talking about? Because I'm not all up on these bills anymore. I've been focused on other things lately. Greetings from where? Well, hey, wherever you're from, greetings. Welcome aboard. Victor, what's going on out there? What do you mean, buddy? I don't get it. Uh, I was just I got geared up to come out here to do a live stream with another prepper channel, and it fell through. So instead of just going back in the house, figured I'd sit out here and just talk to all of you guys for a while. Yes, okay, Eddie, that's what I thought it was. The National Constitutional Carry Act. I'm in full support of that. That should we shouldn't even need a bill for that in the first place. It shouldn't even have to be uh, written in as a law. It should just be a natural law. But I'm all for it, and I hope it passes. I really do. Yeah, the weaponization of law enforcement is a really big concern too, Twiggy Bone. Absolutely, and we've seen it. And everybody's I don't know, okay with it, I guess. Do I have anybody else other than Eddie on here? John Q. Public from Michigan. Yeah, Goblin. I'm trying to figure out Streamyard. I am definitely trying to figure that out so I can bring people live on with me. I don't get the best service out here. So I am trying to figure that out because I do have some people I do want to bring on here that I believe all of you would find interesting and would learn a lot from. Iowa. Nice. Well, anyways, here in Michigan, not sure if any of you know, but I'm sure most of you do, is that our Secretary of State, Benson, is running for governor. Do we need Whitmer 2.0? Absolutely not. And Now this is going to affect all of you guys. Is Whitmer, our wonderful governor here in Michigan, is going to be running for president. How does that make you all feel? Knowing what's happened here in Michigan, how badly this state has been run into the dirt. Well, I appreciate the sub, Goblin. I do, because I count on all of you to get my message out when it's needed. See, right now tonight, I don't really have a message. I don't even have a topic. I was hoping some of you would bring some dialogue to the table tonight. I don't know who that is, Eddie. I heard Ryan Kelly might be throwing his hat back in for governor of Michigan. Can't confirm it, but I have heard about it. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. A lot of things we're just going to have to wait and see what happens because things are just getting started. So what I was talking about earlier, let's go back a little bit. When the chaos erupts in the large cities, is it going to affect us country people? I think it will. I think it's definitely going to spill over uh, to places that people would never expected. It's going to catch a lot of people off guard. And maybe then people will be like, damn, that crazy heathen was right about so much shit. Should have listened to him a long time ago. And I'm not talking about any of you guys on here. I'm talking about, people I've known for 20 years who just can't seem to grasp the severity of things. That whole I'll fight when it's at my doorstep bullshit is like you've already lost. You've really put your family in danger. So you will be a martyr for it. You don't want chaos, Twiggy. I can tell you, man. I've seen some true chaos. I've seen what people are truly capable of, and it's scary. It's you don't want to see it, but you don't want to run from it either. The prepper father, I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing well, man. I hope you're doing good as well. Yeah, I love my country too, but I'm ashamed of it. This might piss some people off, but I'm ashamed of the people of America as well for allowing so much of this to happen when we have the ability to stop it. We have the ability to protest our grievances against a corrupt government. But so few of us do. That's why they continue to do what they do. Until we can all come together as like one big group united, we're never going to be a free people, a truly free people. Absolutely, prepper father. I mean, same. I would rather face all the chaos and the danger than have my kids deal with it or my grandkids. I can't stress that enough to all of you. If you have kids or grandchildren, it is your damn responsibility to help make sure they are safe. It's a man's responsibility to his family, other than providing for them, is providing security and safety, protection. And you know what? The only way we can protect all of our families is together. You know, I help you, you help me together. I believe this country's only going to get more divided here in the next few months because there are some people that will follow bad leadership to the end, right to their own demise. And I can see division already taking place. For some reason, people don't like it when, well, some people don't like it when Trump is criticized. You know what? if if you have a God superiority that bad where you can't even take it when somebody criticizes him or ask him a tough question or you have a concern about his actions, that's divide right there. By the same people who say that they have the same beliefs as I do. I've seen it. I've dealt with it already. Now, I know Trump is going to do 100 million times better than Biden. There's no doubt about that. But what I don't like what I'm seeing is how, to me, he's trying to take over everything. Now, I'm all for making America the best nation in the world again. But that, but when that happens, or how that happens, we the people need to be a part of that. Not rich billionaires, not these celebrities. I mean, think about it. Who is Trump surrounded by? I mean, I honestly, Elon Musk, he kind of terrifies me. AI it's terrifying. I mean, damn people, haven't you ever watched the movie Terminator or I, Robot? Was that conditioning to get us ready for what's about to be revealed to us? So it's not such a shock? I mean, see, I think that's what they do. They introduce shit to us slowly, a little bit at a time, and then when it actually takes place and happens in real life, we're not all shocked about it because, oh, well, I seen that in a movie or I read that in a book. Now, I could be wrong, but I could be right also. You just bought 96 MREs. MREs they'll keep you alive. The prepper father. Elon Musk seems like an evil villain, but I think RFK Jr. very much. So, LOL. I have a hard time trusting anybody in power because power corrupts people, money corrupts people. You, it changes you, who you are, your morals. I mean, yeah, you might go in uh, as a great person, but then you're manipulated or persuaded to go against your own beliefs, your own, I don't know, what you stood on before, your own principle, for a lack of a better term. No, I trust, or I got to, you got to trust the average man, because the average man is who has something to lose in all of this that is taking place. It's it's guys like me and you who it's going to affect, and then it's going to affect our families. Yes, you absolutely have to stand for what is yours. You have to defend what is yours. Hey, I'm not saying that you would change if you won the Powerball, but how these people that got all this money, I mean, once you have a certain amount of money, I mean, what else is there? You can buy anything you want, you can do whatever you want. The only thing you can do and gain is power and control over people. I mean, I can't be the only one that sees that. I mean, come on. What else does a billionaire have to do? What else do them type of people that have so much money that it's stored in warehouses and crates, what else do they have to do? I mean, they've done everything, they can do anything, so why not power? Power is the next step. And nobody's going to tell me any different on that. Yeah, temptations are probably a little stronger with men who have that kind of power. I mean, damn, they probably buy their way out of whatever they got themselves into if they were evil people. Now, I'm not saying that they're all evil or that they're all bad, but what I'm saying is that when you have that kind of money, the next step is only power and control. I mean, that's why they flex all their fancy shit on all of the rest of us. That's why they're building bunkers, preparing. Why we're the average American, we're just gonna have to ride it out and fend for ourselves if shit ever does hit the fan. If we go to war with Russia or China or Iran, Putin told Trump to fuck off again tonight too. So said there will be no peace deal. Uh, yes, we need term limits. Absolutely. Absolutely could not agree with you more on that. Need term limits for Congress. But you know what we need more than anything? We need people to give a shit and stand up and join people who are uh, fighting the fight. We need numbers. We need people to join. We need people to care. We need people to just join together. And see, I just watched a whole bunch of people just drop off because people don't like to hear the cold, hard truth. Who is flexing and who and flexing how? Any of them. They all flex. I mean, Trump flexes, Elon flexes, Zuckerberg, uh, Gates. I mean, they all just rub it in our face. Yeah, they push their influence by all the material shit they have. They make everybody go, whoa, look at all that shiny, glittery stuff. I want it. Oh, go with the G19. Absolutely, man. J Dog, the G19. Or I rock the G22 and the G17. So, and I have a G44. So, yeah, I'm a Glock guy. G26. I had a G33 once. The ammo was just too damn expensive. That 357 SIG. I prefer the Gen 2s. I prefer the older Glocks myself. Will cheap Russian ammo ever come back? No. No, that is definitely a thing of the past there, buddy. I wish it wasn't. But yeah, we're only going to see an increase of ammo prices. I mean, we might even see another shortage of ammo. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know if how many of you remember back in 2013 when you couldn't even find a box of 22 shells to save your life. When you were paying over $1.10 a round for just ordinary 223, 55 grain. How many of you remember that? How many of you remember the ammo shortage of 2013 when you couldn't find anything? I do. I mean, buy ammo, people. Buy lots of ammo. I mean, you could find some 12 gauge ammo, but it was mostly birdshot. You couldn't find many slugs or buckshot. Maybe some game load, low brass. I know there was no primers available for reloading. That's why I sold all my brass. I had over 240 pounds of empty brass shell casings that I was going to reload, but couldn't find any primers. So I decided to just turn it all in and buy some ammo. That's awesome, Gerald. Your wife just bought a Glock 19. Right on. Practice with them, people. Don't just sit them in your safe. Practice with them. Get familiar with them. Make them make them just like if you wear a watch or a bracelet, just make it a part of you. Don't just set it in a closet or in a safe and let it just sit there. Use it. It's a tool. It's meant to be used. Familiarize yourself with your equipment is key. That is going to help save your life if a shit hits the fan scenario ever happens. You have a SIG 365. Nice. So do I. I love my guns. I love guns. Ever since I was a kid. Uh, Started with one of those right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that Red Rider. How many of you's got a little Red Rider? I shot a lot of birds and fish and frogs when I was a kid down at the creek with that BB gun. Not that Pacific one, but one just like it. It's a little chilly out here today. I should have brought my gloves out here. Gerald, you both carry it all the time in a constitutional state. What state do you live in, man? Where are you from, Gerald? Where's everybody from, anyways? I see there's a few more people on here. 18 round mags, nice. Man, copy that, buddy. Indiana. Yeah, 18 round mags are nice, for sure. Oh, the Patriot Peasant, Michigan. Hey, well, what's your thoughts on the upcoming governor election? How do you feel about who's running for governor for Michigan? The Patriot Peasant. Yeah, man, I feel you. I feel like a peasant too, and it pisses me off. Oklahoma. Hope you're doing well, Richard. Into Hudson. Okay, I have to do a little research. I just know I don't want Whitmer 2.0 or worse. Uh, that's a scary thought. uh, no, I knew what you were getting at, buddy. I knew what you were saying. Yeah, I mean, I don't like to. I'm not. Wouldn't say. I'm proud to just be a normal person, not a peasant. Because a peasant is walked on. A peasant is a servant, basically, and I don't serve none of them. And I definitely don't get walked on. Exactly. Don't let anybody ever walk on you, people. Because as soon as you allow that, uh, it's just going to be a revolving door. More and more and more and more of it's going to happen. Yeah, don't bend the knee. I love that saying right there. Yeah, don't bow down to no man. All man can do is end your life. That's it. Take away your freedom, lock you up. That's worse in my opinion. But you shouldn't fear man. You should fear failure. Well, the Patriot Peasant, if you have a CPL or a driver's license, my friend, I hate to break it to you, but you have a permission slip, just like I do. Uh, and that's just the cold hard truth too, man. We're we could say we're as free men. I mean, we're as free as we believe and allow ourselves to be right now, uh, in this point in time. But if you have a CPL, uh, or a driver's license, then you're complying. So therefore, we're really not true men, free men who don't ask permission because we do have permission slips. As poor Eddie, John Q. Public here knows that carrying a sidearm in your vehicle without a CPL here in Michigan will land you in a whole bunch of shit. So it's absolutely annoying. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, John Q. Public. His real name is Eddie. He's being railroaded. Um, I'm trying to figure out that Streamyard so I can get him on here so he can tell you guys about everything that's going on and how corrupt our system really truly is. I mean, they won't even recognize the Constitution in the court. Uh, Said that his inalienable God-given rights do not apply. Uh, yeah, it's just everything's just a mess. And I'm just trying to make sense of it all right now, um, without a whole lot of luck or success with it. Yeah, Indiana's not a bad state. I've been there a couple times. When I was younger playing football, we went down to Fort Wayne and I believe Indianapolis. We were there. J Dog, two-way video about the laws and the wokeness in it is crazy. Absolutely, it is. I mean, some of the what they were trying to get passed here in Michigan concerning our 2A was just downright stupid. I mean, they already passed the Safety Storage Act where you have to keep your guns locked away in a safe. Now, what happens if somebody breaks into your house in the middle of the night? You got to go fumble and bumble around with your safe trying to open it? No. You guys do what you want, but I know what I do because that's just stupid. No, I absolutely agree with keeping your guns locked away when you're not home, so they're not readily available for anybody. But yeah, that's just enabling criminals. That's just making you a soft target. That is just making you a victim. But see, they don't think about that. They just want to infringe on law-abiding citizens' rights with stupid ass laws. The laws the American people should have should be about maybe that thick. That's it. That's about it. But instead, we got a stack of laws that are against us. A J Dog, I honestly, I don't really know the answer to that if you don't have a safe. Uh, you're supposed to have a safe. Yeah, you might want to look into that, man. I really don't know. I just know they passed the law, Safety Storage Act. You got to keep your guns locked away at all times. Yeah, it's not like they supply us with safes. Exactly. But they expect you to go out and buy, anywhere from a $200 to a $10,000 safe, depending on your budget, depending on, they tried to pass a law here in Michigan, deceptive coloring of your firearms, where if 50% more of your gun was a different color other than green, gray, black, dark brown, uh, your gun was, you would be committing a crime there. So, like, every gun that I had painted camouflage would have been illegal. If you had an American flag Cerakote on your AR, illegal. If your gun was pink, illegal. If it was teal, illegal. I mean, this is the stuff they waste our money on and try to shove down our throats. And I just don't understand why so many of my fellow Americans who claim to be 2A supporters uh, don't speak up more because it affects us all. It's not just affecting me. You guys should be just as concerned as I am about losing your rights or having to restrain or restrict how you do things. It shouldn't be up to nobody to tell me what I do in my home. It's nobody's damn business. If I want to keep my handgun on the nightstand next to my bed, or if I want to keep my shotgun on my couch, or if I want to hang my AR on the wall and display it, that's nobody's business. But guess what? They made it their business. We have no privacy anymore. You know, these smartphones, everything's camera. We've given up our privacy freely. That's all these social media apps are, is to be able to profile us. That's what Facebook is. Fedbook. Facebook gives all information to the FBI and will lock your account down and shut you out and delete it, but we'll hold it for the FBI. So if you're on Facebook, just be aware of that, people, because that's what Facebook does. All social media apps do. All of them do. They gather information on us because we give it up freely. But I'm not afraid because I don't break any laws. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Yeah, I might rattle the boat here and there. I might kick the hornet's nest over and over and over. But when it comes down right to it, there's nothing I'm doing that is illegal. Spy. Everything is spying on us. You think when it's a coincidence when you're talking about something to people and all of a sudden it pops up on your phone? And the supercomputer that they're building in Texas is going to be able to store more and more of all of this information that they gather off of all of us. I mean, if you've read the terms to Facebook, you're pretty much giving up all your rights to any personal privacy. Probably same with YouTube. But that's a choice we all make freely. J-Dog, no, I haven't tested it with a 45. I have not tested chainmail versus 45, but I can. I can absolutely do that. Well, Gerald, right now, man, your wife's gun's good, man. I know what you're talking about, the teal and stainless. They're kind of cool looking guns. But what difference does it make what color your firearm is, people? What difference does that make? Explain to me where they pulled that out of their ass at. Like, what are they doing? Just sitting around thinking, well, we can't do this, we can't do that. Okay, I know. That's just they can't be a colored gun. They can only be certain colors. Let's just throw that in there. And that's what they did. It makes no sense. Your AR is darker. Nice. I have a Bazooka Green BG Defense AR made right here in Michigan. See, that's what's sad is I'm still proud of Michigan, even though Michigan is like, it's turned so corrupt and shithole and infested with cancers. Look up Christopher Knight, the Marine. "27 years and never spoke to nobody, huh? Well, that's a while." What do you mean by blurring, Eddie? Firearms as well. Oh, bluing. Okay, copy that, buddy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, just dumb. It's just dumb. Like the capacity. Oh no, it can hold 15 rounds. We can't have that. Or, oh, 30 round mag. It, it, uh, it's a standard size magazine. Thank you, P Diddy or P Daddy or Pig Daddy. It's hard for me to read. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm trying to promote a good message, but I need all of your guys' help to do it, to build. I'm not one to ask for help because I know that I'll get everything I've ever accomplished in life, usually, for the most part, has been because of my own sheer will. But I do need help. I need all of your help to grow this channel, to help our message, because if you're listening to me, you must agree with me somewhat, especially tonight, because I don't see a whole bunch of trolls or AI robots on here spamming the comment section tonight, which is really nice. But yeah, we're probably all good men. And I don't mean to ever dog or anything on anybody. I'm a passionate, fiery type of guy. No, I don't do anything for money, Eddie. Super chats or nothing. No, no. What I do, it comes from my heart. That's why I do it, because it gives me a sense of self pride, a sense of just having integrity, being a decent human being, doing it for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. Thanks, John Knight. I appreciate that. See, I think, well, I know for a fact YouTube is not allowing my videos to be seen because 2AEDU sent me a message last night uh, saying that, yeah, he's not getting notified. And so I just ask all of you, if you are sub, please make sure that your notification is on. Because, like I said before, I'm spontaneous. I could go live in, a couple more hours from now if something just hits me and I feel like I gotta talk about it. It's nice being able to have some open dialogue with other people, like-minded people, people who share the same concerns and worries that I do. I mean, we need to start bouncing ideals off each other. I'll gladly answer any question for anybody, whether it's 2A related, survival related, conspiracy related, or just downright a concern of yours, whatever it may be. John, okay, I got you, buddy. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, they do. They probably do turn off the notifications because, like I said in prior videos, I'm not monetized by YouTube. I will never monetize my channel. Therefore, they're not making money off me. And if they are, they're not making as much as they are off these other channels who are monetized. So they are definitely going to put me down lower in the news feeds. And so, because I have noticed that I would post short videos before I started doing these lives, and they would take off pretty quick. And now my short videos seem to have dropped like to where I'm getting like 50 views when I used to get like 1,500. So All right, Eddie, that's a good question. If constitutional carry gets passed, will Michigan honor it or fight it? That is a good question. Um, I think they'll fight it because they'll lose out on money for CPLs. But I could be wrong. Maybe they'll just honor it. I hope they do. I hope it passes. I hope a lot of the stuff that is taking place happens because it will give us a little bit of our freedoms back, our rights back. It will. But I'm not going to be satisfied until I have them all. And not even for me, but for my kids and my grandsons. I mean, I want my grandsons 10 years from now when they're 10, 11 years old to still be able to go shoot some 22s. And when they're 18, I want them to be able to go buy their first gun. But what I want more than anything else, though, for my grandsons, which I have 5 of them, one on the way, is I want to know that they're safe. I want to know that they're going to be able to enjoy life without having to worry about being shipped off to war. Now, our draft has not been active for a while, but what if the draft comes back because we go to war? How many of you are going to be pissed off if your kid gets drafted to go fight in a rich man's war that's going to achieve absolutely nothing? I mean, think about that. See, things like that cross my mind because it's a possibility. I mean, it could be a real scenario in the near future. J Dog, they could send you one off. See, I like people with a backbone. But for every problem, there is a solution, people. You just got to figure it out. Well, I've been on here for a little over an hour now, so unless some of you have some questions or want me to stay on here, I'm going to give it another 10 minutes or so and probably just end it unless we get some good dialogue going here because I'm running out of things to say. So I'm going to read these comments and go off what you guys are talking about on here. Yeah, it should be in every state. Absolutely. It all should be the same. Ah, how will these tariffs affect us and our economy? Ah, I think it's going to cause inflation. I mean, it could that right there could start the war, like actual kick off an actual real war with China or Russia, because they're either one of their economies are doing great. I mean, our economy's not doing great, but war brings the economy back. War is a moneymaker. And I believe that's why all these millionaires are building all these bunkers because they know what's coming. Just imagine if Trump was to say, tonight, we are going to war with Russia. People would lose their friggin' minds. Or if Trump went on national television and said, national emergency, China just declared war on us, so we're going to war with China. People would flip out and be in a panic, and everything would change just like that. Uh, I think we're just walking on thin ice, people. See, I didn't know anything about that guy, Post Malone. He built a bunker when he got famous. Uh, you see a lot of these celebrities building bunkers too. And we all know anybody that works for the government's going to be safe and they're going to be rushed off to uh, their bunkers. I mean, the Capitol here in Michigan just went through a big renovation and they have a big bunker under the Capitol here in Lansing now. What makes them people's lives any more important than you or me? Can somebody help explain that to me? Why are their lives more important and more meaningful than ours? Because when you look at it, that's basically what they're telling us, and that's what they're doing, and that's what they're showing us. We're better than you. You're second class. No, Pig Daddy, I'm going to disagree with you there, man. How is our nation so strong? Our military is went woke. We rely on technology and equipment. A war is going to be fought with troops, with infantry, with men. There's going to be. China prepares their citizens pretty much from birth to, why over here we're worried about what gender we are or if we can identify as an animal. I mean, that shit's only here in America running rampant. Because here in America, there's a mental health crisis that is not being addressed, that is being just pushed aside and called normal and just accept it. Now, I'm not saying that our country is weak by no means, but you can't win a war without a strong ass infantry. I mean, they could all just push the button and nuke everybody. Maybe that's their whole end game. Because there's what 8 billion people on this planet, and according to Agenda 2030 and the Georgia Guidestones, they want to have that down to 550 million people by the year 2030. Well, the ones in the bunkers will survive for a while. Who knows how long they'll survive? But you're right. Nobody's going to survive a nuclear war. But when push comes to shove, uh, who's to say that they're not just going to start throwing them at each other? Because I think Trump. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why my phone just did that. It just lost total signal there for a minute. It said reloading. And it said reconnected. That's a first. Never seen that before. It's Citrus X, Luke. It's a rip it. Right, until they run out of supplies. But you know what? When you got that kind of money, you're going to be stacked and stacked and stacked to survive for 10 to 20 years. Like they're prepared for that. Those bunkers they have are supplied. They have probably their own Well, the ones that I've seen, they have their own water filtration system where their water's endless, heated water, kitchens. One of them even had a greenhouse. So yeah, they can self-sustain themselves for a long period of time in a bunker. A good bunker, one that costs a shitload of money. Raven Rock has millions of semi trucks worth of stuff. What are you talking about? Yeah, exactly, Eddie. People turning old missile silos into bunkers. I've seen that too. No, I don't believe nuclear weapons will be able to destroy some of these bunkers. Some of them probably, yeah. Some of the ones we have here in the United States, no, and definitely not the ones that are in Iran. The ones that Iran have, they're underground military bunkers where they're preparing. There's nothing we have that can touch them. Nothing. So that would require actual men going in and trying to overtake an underground bunker if we go to war with Iran. I mean, hell, we couldn't even defeat the Taliban in Afghanistan. So that's what everybody seems to forget too is yeah, look at what we did during the Gulf War when we ousted Saddam for mass weapons of war or destruction or whatever they claimed that he had. Didn't find any. But when you're fighting uh, the Afghanis and you're still getting your ass kicked and you're the mightiest military and your supplies are endless and your equipment is endless, we still never won that war. We pulled out and left them billions of dollars worth of military equipment. See, it's all about leadership, like I always talk about. A bad leader will destroy everything. These comments are starting to come in a little quicker. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read them. Well, to me, Luke, it would be to survive long enough to rebuild. Is California and LA is LA going to be the first smart city to be developed here in the United States, here in America? I mean, is that why those wildfires tore through Los Angeles? I mean, are they going to go there and then take all the precious minerals and all the lithium out of there and then build the first smart city, 15-minute city? Is LA going to be rebuilt to the first smart city? That's why they push 5G. All this Starlink satellite shit that Elon has. I mean, what do you guys think all that stuff is? It's not, it's military. All of it is. Hawaii 2.0, absolutely. Eddie, LA was destroyed for a reason, on purpose. Smart cities are going to be, yeah, they're going to be coming. Okay, yeah, I'm buffering again. Uh, see, when you start talking about certain things, it's kind of weird how technology wants to just shut you down. Power source. You can use solar panels. Um, I don't really have a solution for a power source. I have generators and I have some gasoline, but uh, fire. Fire is going to be your best friend for a survival situation. Steam power, I mean, if you knew how to harness that, I'm sure maybe I'll look into that. It happened, John says it happened to another channel he's watching where they cut him off and made him buffer. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me because they don't want us waking up one another. They don't want us coming together. They can't have us uniting. A couple of channels, John says. Yeah. So I mean, if it's there's people like me out there talking and bringing this kind of stuff up, and they're shutting us down, silencing us, it's for a reason because they don't want the public to know. An uneducated public uh, is simply a bunch of sheep. Just like an armed society is a lot harder to control than one that is disarmed. A society that is disarmed uh, is easily ruled. Thanks, J Dog. Have a good night, man. Appreciate you watching. Yeah, they absolutely, Eddie. Absolutely. Is livestock. Right on. Right on. Didn't look at it that way, but you're right. You have a great weekend too, Luke. So, but all right, people. I'm getting some text messages. I'm gonna have to deal with these real quick, so I'm gonna have to cut this. But I hope you all have a good night. Please, if you haven't subbed to my channel, please do so. And I'll see you on the next live stream. Take care.